Okay, so the meat and potatoes of the job. We went through and selected the professionals that we're going to use. You've gotten pre-qualified with your lender and pre-approved, hopefully. We've picked out even which title company we're going to use, and obviously picked out the market that we're going to be in and where we're going to buy and that type of thing. Might determine some of that stuff. We'll make sure that we got all of our ducks in a row on the pulse of the market, on understanding exactly what we want and what our needs are. I'm going to set up a tour, and now we're going to tour homes. So step number 4, let's go on a tour. I'm not going to cover all the rules, but tours include rules, and a few of the rules that you'll remember are things like we're going to have bathroom breaks on our tour somewhere besides the homes that we're looking at. I'll do gas stations, that type of thing, if it's a large tour, or back to the office, or whatever the case is. We try and stay out of people's bathrooms whenever possible. That's an example of a rule. And there's only a few of them, but ducklings, of course, we need rules to make sure that we're doing everything right and that we're paying attention to the right things and that we're looking at the right things. You're going to be touring homes, so there's going to be a lot of stuff flowing through your processors, right? And there's only so much that you can pay attention to at any given time. Sort of like how I have notes here to make sure I'm not missing anything. Staying together through the house, right? Looking at the house and not looking at their stuff like that. So we're going to go through and figure out the price range to view, and probably even use like virtual touring to figure out some of the homes that might work, what might not. Sometimes we virtually tour homes that are one side or the other of the price range that we're looking at, so that we can get the best understanding of what it is that we want to go on tour for without actually going to the homes. Give me a comment in the messages or whatever below, or send me a message to ask me what virtual touring is. I'd be happy to explain further. And then we probably even, maybe again, depending upon the situation, do a drive-by of those homes that you were going to want to tour, and make sure that the neighborhoods and the things that weren't in the photos are what you're expecting to see and all that, and make sure that nothing gets struck out because it's too far from a school or something that's important to you, too far from work, whatever the case is. And then the last thing to remember is that touring is not like HGTV. We don't just go through 3 of them and pick one. So obviously we can tour as much as we need to, and sometimes touring takes one house. Sometimes touring takes many houses, and there's a lot to choose from. Sometimes touring takes many houses, and there's not much to choose from, and it takes a long time. I'm here for the duration either way, and that's pretty much what part 4 here is about. The tour process, that's going to get you up to that step, and then we are on next to, once we found the right home, the offer process.